I always considered myself a road warrior. It was who I was. I traveled. And then March of 2020 took that identity away from me. And for the last 2 years, I've spent almost all day, almost every day, sitting in my office, in front of my computer, doing my absolute best to engage and teach via webcam. And while I don't miss the hustle and bustle of being on the road nearly as much as I thought I would, I definitely miss the energy. I miss the way that traveling to a new place and meeting new people and colliding with new ideas makes you feel. So when I received an invitation to fly to Wisconsin for 3 days to engage with a group in the real world again, I was nervous, but I was excited. So I'm in the Minneapolis airport. This was always my favorite airport in America. I found in the business section of this tiny little bookstore in the middle of the Minneapolis airport, my good friend Zoe Chance's brand new book, Influence is Your Superpower, which is just amazing. I mean, for her, like I can't imagine having a book come out on a Big Five publisher like Random House like she did, and seeing your book, your work in an airport bookstore. It just feels like you've made it. Like that's as good as it gets. She is legendary, living legend, incredible, and now her work is in book form for like $20 that you can go get on Amazon or anywhere else. Go get it. Thank me later. Right before we boarded the second flight, we were told it was going to be an extra hour because the first officer couldn't be there and some kind of rules and regulations. It doesn't matter. It was a long, exhausting day. But I did make a new friend. In fact, a friend who was sitting next to me on the first flight who was also going all the way to Wisconsin. Same place, same 2 flights the day that I was. We ended up spending the entire delay together. I showed him a card trick. He flipped out like it was on Instagram, running around the airport and screaming. It was a momentary random connection that reminded me of all the things I've missed in the real world. Yeah.
Perfect.
Almost anything would have, but this is very good.
I'll take it.
I am here. I am finally at the Madison Concourse Hotel. I guess that's a Lakeview. I mean, it's way out there. Now I have the rest of tonight to rest, prep, plan for tomorrow morning's keynote presentation. I didn't even tell you what I'm here to do. I'm here to do a kickoff keynote for a leadership conference for about 100 or so students from across the entire state of Wisconsin. These are students who are enrolled at 2-year technical community colleges. 2-year technical colleges? I don't know if they're technically community colleges. And that's my favorite kind of audience, students. Because first, students 18, 19, 20-year-olds, these are kids who are open to change. They can actually be moved by a speech to action. They're fun. They have enthusiasm and excitement. You can do some of the really great entertainment aspects, but also deliver something powerful and tangible that'll actually change their lives in a way that sometimes with like adults, like corporate speaking, like you could make an impact there, but it's not the same kind of fundamental change that you can make in an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old. But then also, this is volunteer. They opted in instead of goofing off or playing video games or being at the bars or watching TikTok or whatever. They've chosen to spend multiple days learning about leadership. That's awesome. I've been wearing these boots all day. I'm not used to wearing heavy winter boots all day, but I thought, it was snowing and sleet and ice in Connecticut this morning, and I had no idea what the weather was going to be in Wisconsin for a couple of days. I thought, just in case I get stuck in a snowstorm somewhere. I am so tired. Moment of truth. If you pack a suit right, there shouldn't be almost any wrinkles. Let's find out if I still know how to do this. This, I could probably put this on right now. And look at this. Look at this. No wrinkles. No wrinkles. Oh yeah. Now, even though the shirt has been folded and packed to try to avoid creases, if there are some, shirt's easy to deal with because I can always iron it in the room. The real test is everything else. And look at this. pants. Basically no creases. One a little bit right here, just a very, very baby crease right here, and that'll get worked out just by hanging overnight. And then let's check out the vest. Vest looks good. The nap was not successful. I need to go find some water, some dinner. I need to figure out how to meet up with the board and whoever my contacts are that are around, and I'm told that I have access to the presidential suite. The presidential floor, the presidential lobby. I don't know. There's something that I can access, and I'm going to go try to see what that is, because I think there's water and food and stuff up there that I get access to as part of the room that they booked me for 2 nights, which is very cool if that's the case, and we're going to go find that out right now. So the governor's room or president's club or whatever it was it was packed with unmasked people. Like, listen, I get it. People all over the country, all over the world got different opinions. I'm in a different part of the country than I'm used to. But I was not ready for that small of a room with that many people all not wearing masks. So I grabbed a couple of bottles of water and a Pepsi. So then I went and found my host and the whole team for the event, but they were buried in setting up, and so they weren't able to do dinner like originally planned. So I wandered off to the hotel bar to find some food, which was terrible. It was terrible. The lunch I had was magnificent. Different chef, maybe? I don't know what happened, but I had like a turkey panini thing, and it was like massively over-seasoned. It was like they dumped a whole jar of black pepper just all over it and salt, and it was too much. So that was pretty bad. Then I thought I would go back to where the registration desk was, where the students who were doing registration seemed bored, and maybe do some card tricks for them. But when I got back there, they were packing up for the night. So I didn't do that. I said goodnight and said I'd see them in the morning, and now I'm back at the room. So in like the 2 hours I've been gone, I really didn't do anything. And I think now maybe I'm just gonna jump on a video chat. Yeah, I'm gonna jump on a video chat with Milo and Lindsay. It is a miracle of the age that we are able to connect with loved ones and friends and family all over the world, and the irony of my enjoyment being back on the road and not sitting in front of my computer was not lost on me when I needed to connect with my toddler. I closed out the night by doing some rehearsal and some last-minute prep for the next morning, and ultimately even did an impromptu live stream for some of my TEDx speaking and coaching clients. It was a nice night. I slept well and for a long time, but I slept on my neck weird. And oh my God, my neck's killing me today, which does not bode well for giving a long speech and spending the whole day at a conference. I'm gonna need to find some painkillers or something. Oh man. Back in college, I discovered makeup as a way to hide all the blemishes and acne and problems I was having. But these days, I basically wear it just to keep the sweat from pouring down my face on certain stages when everything's really, really hot and really, really crazy. I'm basically at the point now in the day where I just need to get dressed, adjust my watch to be on local time. I have 45 minutes before I even have to be down there, although they're doing registration right now, and I'll probably head down
early to see if they want to do mic check, sound check, that kind of stuff with me now, so I don't have to do that during the official breakfast, and I can just enjoy the breakfast and hang out with people and meet people and do that thing. Hopefully this Advil kicks in soon though, because my neck is killing me. Thousands of years earlier, my ancestors never right there.
I nailed the 70-minute speech the first time in 2 years doing the full 70-minute keynote that I built my career on. And it was exhilarating. The response was incredible. So many of the schools represented have already asked to bring me directly to their campus later this year for their students, and it was really just an incredibly warm return to the stage. Plus, students kept me another 10 minutes asking follow-up questions, which is always a huge compliment, and probably would have gone on a lot longer if we didn't need to go to lunch. Lunch always wins.
Thank you so much for that. Gave my speech, it was fantastic, big success, but now we've got a little wrinkle. There's a major ice storm coming in tonight in Madison, across the whole Midwest, and including Minneapolis, which is the airport that I transfer through. And so I was leaving tomorrow, but this ice storm is going through 6 p.m. tomorrow night, so I had to make a decision. Do I want to roll the dice on my flights tomorrow towards the end of the storm, or do I want to try to get out at the very beginning of it before it gets too bad, which is what I did. I changed my flights to tonight. It'd be better for me to get to Minneapolis though, because that's a single flight, a straight shot home. It's a 2.5-hour flight that goes right home. Better to be stuck there if I gotta be stuck somewhere than stuck 2 flights away. Governor's room is empty right now. This is pretty cool because this room has been totally and completely packed since I've been here, and this was like the organizers went out of their way to book access to this room for me, and then it's been slammed because every time I've been up here, it's been during one of the 2-hour windows each day where there's like an event, like cocktail hour or breakfast or whatever. But you know, this is really, really cool.
I took the opportunity in such a beautiful room by myself with floor-to-ceiling windows to take a few self-portraits, kind of a lifestyle shoot, and they came out really nice. It took 2 flights, many hours at 2 different airports, and 2 different rounds of de-icing the plane, but eventually I did manage to make it home safe and sound around 1 a.m., and I was able to get up, although tired, and see Milo before his first day back at daycare in almost 2 months.
Oh, you're gonna bring your remote? Is your remote a phone? Is that what it is? Who's on the phone? Who is it? Is it somebody good? Gotta make the business calls.
Go get Snoopy. We'll bring him with us. Yeah! Bring Snoopy. He come too. Did you give Daddy a kiss goodbye?
I know. Kiss.
Aww, that's so nice. Let's go in the car.
All right, bud. Have a great first day back.